Bruce Millington, Paul Keeley, David Jennings and our new boy Niall O'Reilly from Paddy Power. Looking ahead to Sunday's racing, where it is a mix of flat and jumps. The big prize money is on offer in Ireland at Navan. And I suppose the big race there is, in terms of prestige, the 520, the Vintage Crop Stakes. As a betting event, it might not be quite as exciting, DJ, as you can explain.
Yeah, there's only 3 runners here, Bruce, and on official ratings, Order of St George is rated 123, Clongowes is rated 96, and Lord Yates is rated 106. So this should be a penalty kick for Order of St George. The only thing is he has been beaten in this race at short prices before, and first time out obviously is the time probably that he is vulnerable, but he's not vulnerable here because he's got so much in hand. The ground at the moment at Navan is soft, but I am a Navan man and it's been nothing but splitting the stones, the sun, since maybe Thursday morning. So the ground is going to dry out considerably, but it's still going to be soft enough for Order St George, and sure, look, he'll win easily. Okay, should we talk about the Salsabill Stakes at 4:15 instead then, DJ? Yeah, this is it's a really good card. It's just a pity about the main race. Obviously, we're just having the 3 runners, but there's some really interesting runners on the card. And in this 4:15, obviously Aidan has a very strong hand in this. He's got, how many runners has he got? Well, he's got quite a few anyway. Ryan Moore is on Bye Bye Baby. And I thought that would probably win. It's rated 105. She's consistent and she's ran well in all the real kind of, she won her maiden at Newmarket, then she came back and she won a listed race at Navan quite impressively, and I think she finished off in Leopardstown. She was third to Kenya in the Cullavullen Stakes. I thought it was probably between her and Mary Tudor, who's still a maiden after 3 runs for Willie McCreary, but that doesn't tell a true story because she's finished second and third to Magical. So I thought it was between them two. I just marginally prefer Bye Bye Baby to Mary Tudor.
Niall, give us your thoughts on the 5:20, the 4:15, and indeed any other horses you fancy at Navan on Sunday.
Yeah, I didn't have a major opinion on the 5:20. Order St George, I don't know, he'll probably be 5 on or something like that. And the 4:50, yeah, I actually liked Mary Tudor. She gave Magical a fright on debut and then improved on that when third in the Debutant Stakes with September in behind her. She was disappointing last time, but the ground is very soft at Naas that day, and if it continues to dry out with the weather we're having here, I'm hoping the slightly better ground will bring about some improvement. The step up and trip is also a help, and I think they've stuck a hood in her to help her settle, which may bring a big improvement as well.
Anything else on the card for you, Niall?
No, that's it.
DJ?
Sorry, actually, in the 240, different league has her first start for Aidan O'Brien. It does look, it could be a prep over 5. The one that I thought was interesting was Speaking Colours on debut for Joseph. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to be ready, but he's very progressive last year. He's at a first-time tongue tie, which could suggest that he could be fairly forward, and he'd do for me.
And what else do you like at Navan, DJ?
Just one, Bruce. In the 3:15, I'm really keen. It will probably be my bet of the day at Navan. Sorel Del Rose in the 3:15. It's interesting. It ran in the Lincoln over a mile. It finished 9th. It was beaten 13 lengths. I did the previews the day before the Lincoln. I was speaking to Dermot Weld on the phone, and I kind of fancied Sorel Del Rose a little bit. And he said, "You've no idea how much she's going to come on for the run. She just really badly needs it." And she travelled like a dream that day under Lee Roach. She's back to 6 furlongs from a mile, and she actually won her maiden over 6 at Naas. I think she has more speed than stamina, and she's down to a mark of 84. She won a handicap at Gorham Park last year off 83. She's only £1 higher. She went up to 90. And she was second off 90 last season. So I think she's really well handicapped off 84. The drop and trip, the ground should be perfect. She's had the run under her belt. So Sorel Del Rose will be my bet of the day at Navan.
Oh, some good info there from DK Weld. Well done, DJ. Kills, anything to contribute to the Irish conversation?
Not to the Irish, no.
So where's the jumps fair on
right,
in Britain? Stratford?
We've got Stratford, Wincanton and Market Race. And I got one at Stratford, one at Wincanton. Start Stratford in the 2 o'clock. The old boy, Savello, trained by Dan Skelton, won a Grand Annual in 2014, was 4th in it in 2016. Been in steep decline ever since. But I didn't think he ran too well when 10th at Aintree last time. He's been running on bottomless ground all his, for ages and ages and ages. He's dropped right down the handicap mark. He went to a race post rating, I think, of 120. I can't remember what it was now. Sorry, but he's been dropped £5, and he's getting on good ground for the first time in ages. And I think he'll run well in a race that he can definitely win off a mark of 124. And then we go to Wincanton, the 320. Wilbur Dragon, another one, trained by Charlie Longs. He's only an 8-year-old, but again, getting bogged down in the mud. He's getting some faster ground now. Coming back off a break, I'm pretty sure that he will run well.
And Keels, will you be keeping an eye out for those horses that have got some good historical, good ground form all weekend? Because it's really, the sun's out, it's going to dry right out, isn't it?
I think you have to, yeah. I mean, some of them, but there's only a worry, is a lot of them have been running, constantly on bottomless ground. They might just have had enough anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what took me out of tipping a horse called Remain de Senham today. Because it ran so even worse than it had been doing on soft ground last time, and it'll probably bolt up later on. But there you go. That's that's one thing you got to take into account.
Okay, so Kills, you're working tomorrow. Your live tips, do you enjoy the old live tips to shift?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on how much on. When there's loads on, like what I mean, you're just tapping away, and you don't have an awful lot of time. Like, You know what I mean? But,
and what's Sunday going to hold for you?
Sunday, I've got no real plans Sunday, so might involve a little bit of drinking at some point.
And when are you heading out to Ireland?
I'm heading out to Ireland Tuesday morning.
Looking forward. That's your debut at Punchestown, isn't it?
Punchestown. Never been to Punchestown.
He'll have a great time, DJ, won't he?
Oh, he'd be a hero over here.
Really? Will he get recognised?
Oh, absolutely, Paul Keeley. Yeah, people will just want to go drinking with him and stuff. I'll have to drag them away from them.
They're all welcome to do that.
That can be arranged. Excellent. Well, have a great time at Punchestown, Kills. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. Unfortunately, I'm not going over there this week, but do have a brilliant time. DJ, all geared up for Punchestown?
Yeah, can't wait. It's a great weekend. It's just been enhanced now by Paul Keeley's appearance.
Yeah, and we've got a daily postcast as well, so no doubt you'll be involved in them, will you? What are you doing in the meantime? If you've got a big weekend, if you've got a big week at Punchestown, presumably you've got to look after Aoife this weekend and show her some love, dear.
Yeah, kind of. I have a strange weekend because I have football championship tomorrow night, and I'm on. I was the focal point of some controversy there 2 weeks ago because I got a black card as a goalkeeper, which means you have to leave the pitch. But the referee got the rules mixed up and allowed me to stay in goals to face the penalty. So I basically got sent off. The referee thought I was allowed to stay on, so I stayed in goals to try and save the penalty. Didn't save it, and it went in, and then I had to go off.
What did you get sent off for?
The guy was clean through and I went to save the shot, but I kind of tripped him up, so it was like a last man tackle kind of thing.
Blimey. And, you play quite a high standard, DJ? I mean, how many people will be watching your game on Saturday night, roughly?
A couple of hundred, like
200?
No, a couple of hundred. Yeah, a couple of hundred. Yeah,
they don't pay.
Yeah.
Do
it's big club football in Meath, especially football is huge. Like, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
it's a tenner in.
A tenner. People pay money to watch DJ play Gaelic football. That's absolutely incredible. Okay, well, good luck, mate. Niall, what's the weekend hold for you, my friend?
I'm working tomorrow. I'm off Sunday, so I might be heading to a place called Copperface Jack's on Saturday night.
And what's that?
That's a horse, that.
It's a famous nightclub in Ireland.
Is it?
Yeah, you'd enjoy it, I'd say.
Will you be dancing?
I don't know. I'll see how the night goes.
And will it be Guinness or lager?
Guinness to start with, and then a mix of other drinks.
Oh, blimey, that sounds messy. Well, listen, Noel, I hope you enjoyed your Postcast debut. We certainly enjoyed having you on. Will you come back and do it again soon, yeah?
Yeah, I will, surely.
Well played, my friend. Good luck with everyone at Punchestown next week. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Don't forget, if you do enjoy the shows, please make sure you rate, review and subscribe on iTunes, even not iTunes, because nothing will happen. We are back with the weekend review on Monday, and then, like I say, daily postcards every day next week from Punchestown. Don't miss them.
Follow Paddy Power on Snapchat. The username is ThePaddyPower, and we promise there won't be any boring snaps about gigs, the weather or the gym.